Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday night at Raincrest Farms Makery. It is Christmas Eve. So I hope you're having a great time. Hopefully you are finding time to relax. And if not, just sit back for the next 45 minutes to an hour and relax while I craft. That's my gift to you. Welcome.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Welcome. If you're new, I'm Robin. Behind the computer, behind the camera is Bill, and we are Raincrest Farms Makery. We are just outside of Lewiston, Idaho, and we like to do crafty things, and we like to come on and share them all with you. So, hello, Liana. Hello, Ken. Well, ho, ho, ho to you, too. Thank you for the stars, Ken. Hi, Patty. Let me get my phone up so I can see what to Thursday night.
There's
So-
Patty Bender.
Hey, to Patty.
Lana.
Alana. Hello, Alana on vacation. Yay. Okay, so if you're new and you want to get notifications right before we go live, if you enjoy what you see and you want to see more, you can text the word live to 208-425-1960 and we'll get you set up. It's a free service. We just send out a text message about 15 minutes before we go live to let you know to tune in. And of course, if you are a Facebook Live watcher, you know the drill. We would appreciate it if you would like or love our page, follow our page, and spread it around to your page or to groups you belong to.
Lana asked Ken if he got an alarm clock for Christmas.
Maybe.
Patty says hello.
Oh, well, thanks for everybody. Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Shauna.
Shauna,
Hey, Christina.
Christina, and
Okay, so you could say Christmas came early for me, 2 days. But anyway, the FedEx man came, and I had put in an order when the new, what was it called? I forgot what it's called. I completely lost. Show me that pinned comment. Where's the pinned comment? Winter warm-up, that's it. The Jar Cutout put out a winter warm-up collection of about, we'll find out how many transfers there are. And I ordered them and I just got them today. So I wanted to show you, because it's all exciting and it's all new stuff. So I wanted to show you what I got, and then we're going to make one of the projects. Okay, this is not in winter warm-up, but these are some of the toys I got. This is the artist toolkit. So it comes with a big brush and a little brush, and then there's these two other little tools, kind of like a pointy rubber thing that can help you if you need to do some touch-ups, and a little foam brush, again, to help with some cleanups. So just some fun little tools to help as you chalk. So pretty cool little set. So I got that. And then
pointy rubber thing.
Pointy rubber thing. I don't know what it's called. It's called Artist Tool Set. They don't even tell you what it is because they don't know.
They don't know. Oh, Lana said she got hers today.
Good. Awesome. And did you get the whole thing? Okay. And then I also got, this is our Jar Cutouts Power Punch. So this is our little version of the crocodile that I have. So I have this Big Daddy thing that is like a hole punch on steroids. Punches through like quarter inch wood. Okay. So Jar Cutout came out with their version. It's not quite the Big Daddy that one is, but it punches a quarter inch hole into, I think it goes up to like an 1/8 inch of wood. So let me show you. This is part of a board that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it's probably an 1/8 of an inch. anyway. So let me show you. You kind of have to look on the back to see where the hole goes, but yeah, punched a hole in there. Easy peasy. Okay, so it's their fancy new power punch. Works great, and it's much smaller than the big beast. Okay,
How
so
much number
those are the tools.
you got the big giant one.
The big giant one, I think I got at Michael's, but I also see them online. In fact, if you go to Raincross Farms Makery Facebook page and you look under, I think they still call it guides. If you look on the guides, one of the guides says product links. And if you click on that and go in there, I believe the crocodile, it's called a crocodile, not a crocodile, a crop-a-dial. I believe the link to it is in there if you're interested in the Big Daddy. That one actually punches 2 different size holes, and it also does like rivets. It's kind of overkill, but sometimes it's nice to have the smaller diameter hole. This one punches, I think it said it was a 1/4 inch. I think it's a 1/4 inch hole. Okay, so let me show you some of the transfers. Okay, so these are some of the new transfers. Okay, these are the A size transfers. This one is called Valentine Kisses. So it says Valentine and Kisses, and it's got some little lips. So you could make some little doodads with this. You could put this on a shirt. You could put it on a tea towel. And this one's really cute. This is called P.S. I Love You. It's an old-fashioned typewriter. And I think most of you on here actually know what a typewriter is. There are people, there are kids today who do not know what a typewriter, what's that? Anyway, it's a little typewriter. It says P.S. I Love You in type. Darling. This one, I'm not sure about it, but it is cute. It's a cat, and it says, in the spirit of Valentine, I hate you the least.
Sounds like a cat.
So, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I don't know if someone gave me that as a Valentine's card. I'm not quite sure how I'd take it, but it is cute. It's a cute little kitty. He's kind of all turned over upside down like cats do. And he says, I hate you the least. And that kind of sounds like the attitude of a cat. Okay, so those are the A size transfers. If you're interested in any of these, there's a link in the pinned comment where you can go straight to the What's New section on the website, and you can see all of these. Okay, this one, I got a bunch of them because I'm gonna use them to make up some mini kits. These are our B size transfers. This is our Valentine Minis. So this is a set of 12 little, about almost 3x3 squares, 12 different little designs. So they have this heart made out of roses and leaves. Chocolate is my Valentine. Be mine. True love. A little envelope. Hug me with a bear. Crazy little thing called love. You and me. Love is in the air. Little face with heart-shaped sunglasses, a little cupcake that says sweet, and a little truck with little hearts in the back. So these are very versatile. You can stick them on lots of things. You can make little Valentine's cards. You can make little Valentine's ornaments. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, this is Hugs and Kisses. And this is designed to go on our block set. I don't have a block set because I sold it at the craft fair, but Jar Cutout sells a set of cutouts where the blocks are these sizes, and it kind of makes a set that you can use as a display in your home. So it says February 14th, XOXO, Hugs and Kisses. XOXO. Okay, this is All You Need Is Love. Everyone sing. Who sings it? Whose song is that?
All you need is love.
All you need is love. Bum, ba-da-da-dum.
And then they broke up.
Yep. Okay, so all you need is love. Cute. Make a cute little sign. These are 8.5 by 11. And let's see, love makes a family. Pretty, that would make a cute little shirt. This would make a cute shirt. Okay. Tote bag, love makes a family. Okay. And then one more. This is a two-parter. This is Jar Cutouts Bloom. So, and it goes with, they put out a jar-shaped cutout, wooden cutout. So two-sided, and you can use one of these on each of those. And this is the project we're actually going to do tonight. So cute, cute. Mason jars are very popular. So I'm going to set that aside because we are going to use that. Okay, we've got some bigger transfers also. This is our C size. This is four little sections called Hello Valentine. There's an I love you, a be mine, love, and Hello Valentine.
You got a whole bunch of crafting stuff.
These look good. They have a cutout that's this size, and these look great on, you can chalk it out and attach it to a wreath, attach it to a wall hanging. Cute, cute. Okay. Here's a bigger one. Let your heart be glad. With some little, those are kind of artsy-fartsy flowers. Stylized flowers. And so they kind of look like baseballs to me, but they're not. They're flowers.
They're supposed to be stylized roses.
Stylized roses. Okay, and then the size D, the hearts. This is called hand brushed heart pattern. So this makes a great pattern behind something. You could use it to make a pillow. You could use part of it on a shirt.
See what's going on. I'm going to turn this down just while you're doing this.
Okay.
I was playing with it a minute ago, but everything is just too bright.
Okay. So those are all the new transfers. They're very much spring, Valentine's Day. When they sell out, I'm pretty sure they won't be back. So if you see something you like, you probably want to get it. And again, in that pinned comment, there's the link straight to the website where they have all of the new things from the, what did I say it was? Winter warm-up catalog. Okay, one other thing in there, which is awesome. It is this kit, the chalk made kit. So you can't really tell. So let me open it up. We will make this sometime. We're not going to make it tonight, but this is stinking adorable.
We're not going to make it?
We're not going to make it tonight. We're not going to make most of those tonight. Okay, so this comes with everything you need. Everything. So if you're a designer and you're looking to maybe do a workshop, this is perfect. They buy the kit, they have everything they need, and you just sit there and show them how to do it. So it comes with paste. It comes with, let's see, candy apple. Let me open it up. So you get the paste singles, which makes it more affordable.
Donna says she got that one too.
Okay, it comes with candy apple. It comes with ocean mist, light blue. It comes with bright white and shimmer gold. And honestly, most of these are out of stock. I know shimmer gold and bright white are out of stock in paste packets. I think candy apple is too, but they come in the kit. And you also get a mini squeegee. Stick all this back in here. You get.
Donna says she ordered the kit. Can't get it.
Oh yeah, it's cool. It comes with color trays. So if you use these, you can snip off the end and you can put your paste in the little tray. So you have a place to put it. Okay. It comes with a paintbrush. I told you it has everything. It has instructions, step-by-step instructions. It comes with the surface. So it is a block set. I guess I should have said that, if you can see that. It is a set of blocks. Can you go overhead?
I'll go overhead for you.
Overhead. This might show up better. Okay. So it's a set of blocks, two-sided. So there's 4 blocks, 4 square blocks, and then there's a longer block. So one side can say love, and you can use the, instead of the O, you have a heart, and the other side can say home, and it has a little house for the O. So you get the 4 blocks, the long block, the house cut out, the heart cut out, and you even get, they even give you double-sided tape, so you can tape on, you don't even have to hot glue the little pieces to your block. And then you get the transfer. So here's the transfer. Okay, so love, home, you could say love you forever, or welcome home, or love is in the air, or home, sweet home. So you have a few little options. And the best part about it is this transfer can be used for other things. You can buy other blocks. You can go to Dollar Tree and buy those little foam blocks and do another set. So anyway, an awesome kit. So take a look at it, see if that's something. We will do it.
How much is that?
This is, no, I can. I believe, help me out. Is it $29.99? I want to say it's $29.99.
To buy all those things.
To buy everything, yes,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
complete.
definitely.
And you get the transfer to use again and again and again.
And again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me just quickly double check.
These guys are, my 2 dogs are over here begging because I have chocolate chip cookies down here.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna be begging pretty soon. Okay, let me see. $29.99. If you want to get it at 40% off, I can tell you how. Anyway, $29.99, awesome kit. We will be making it in a week or so. Okay, but what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do the mason jar. So this cutout, I believe, is $9.99. Double-sided. It is 5 by 8. So it's about 5 inches wide, 8 inches tall. You can use either side. It's pre-painted, kind of a rustic white. You can kind of see some of the wood through there. Okay. So you can repaint it if you want, or you can just leave it. You can sand it down just to bare wood.
I'd make that into a snowman.
Would you? With his little hat?
Little fat
Okay.
head.
And then here's our transfer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint one side of it, and I'm going to keep the other side of it white. So I'm going to paint it. I'm going to use eucalyptus. It's strange not using Christmas colors. Okay, oh good. Cheryl got the Beatles. Okay, and
That was a tough one.
Alana got the okay. Okay, so this is eucalyptus. It's a soft green. And I'm going to use it to paint this. If I thin it down, it works just like chalk paint. I don't use this for painting too often unless it's a smaller surface, because I don't want to use up this on painting. I want to use this for chalking. But this isn't too big of a surface, so I'm just going to put it in my lid. That is, I'm going to put it in my lid, and I'm going to thin it down with some distilled water. The reason I'm doing that is if I don't use it all, I can dump it right back in my jar. So I'm going to thin it down. I just kind of want like a color wash. I'm kind of stirring that up.
And if you don't have any distilled water, then just use dehydrated water and add distilled water to it later.
You are such a smarty. Isn't he just full of it?
What?
Full of funny stuff. Okay. So I got that thinned down. It's kind of watery, and I'm just, I might even want it a little thinner than that. I'm going to add some water straight on there.
Full of something.
Yep.
All right.
don't know what that chunky is. I'm going to get a paper towel. Get rid of that.
You are absolutely right, Ken. He says we get no respect. That is absolutely correct.
Okay, I got a little too much on here.
Being a dad, I'm allowed to make dad jokes, which is the same thing as bad jokes. There you go, buddy. Poor Daisy.
I'm going to go in over the edge. I don't really want to do that if I could
Hi, Linda.
avoid it.
Linda's on with us.
Hello.
Did you get it over the edge?
I got it over the edge.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
What am I
touching
gonna
it
do
up.
with you?
I can always just repaint white.
So is that going to dry darker?
I don't know. We will see. Maybe slightly. Okay. So I just kind of, I wanted it to be a light color. And I'm trying to get rid of my brush strokes. Okay, so I did not use all of that. I'm going to wait just a minute before I dump it back in here because I'm going to use some of the paste for one of my colors. And then I'm going to dry this. Might take a little bit longer to dry because I watered it down. And I'm going to make the same design as they show in on the catalog, but I'm going to swap out green for the blue. So instead of doing the light blue, I'm going to do a light green. And that's already dry enough. So again, it works just like chalk paint. I thinned it way down, so it's kind of a watercolor effect. If I had, I could actually paint without thinning it down, without diluting it. It would make a really thick paint. Again, you want to decide how much of that you want to use as paint and how much you want to use for chalking. Because it's kind of pricey if you're using it on a large surface to paint. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Patty Bender says she can't wait to get her order made. So it's cute.
Is it on its way? Should be soon. Okay, so this is the transfer that's designed to go with that, but you're not limited to this. You could buy this and put this on something else because it already has the outline of a mason jar. Okay, so let me see my picture. Okay, so this is going to be the follow your heart side. And I'm going to put it down on here. Oops. I got some paint on here. Let me get it cleaned off. So if you happen to boo-boo and get paint on the back side, you can just take water and your board eraser and you can clean it up. These aren't truly reusable surfaces, but especially if you wax it, and if you use your board eraser, you can get off most any paste from this surface. And so it kind of is a reusable surface. Worst case scenario is you get enough of it off and then you have to sand it down and maybe repaint it. So got that cleaned up. This is going to be my Bloom and Grow side. Okay, and I'm going to get out my fuzzing cloth, and I think I'm going to put just a touch of wax on this. I got a new surface wax that works much better. So I told you about my old surface wax. It just was so rock hard. Well, that's not normal, and Jar Cutout backs their products. So I sent in an email form, and they're going to replace it. So that's awesome. You can trust this company. Occasionally, things don't work the way they're supposed to, and they back their products. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of surface wax on, and then I'm buffing it off. That will help fill in some of the grains of the wood, and will also keep this from sticking so hard to the wood that it tugs and pulls at it when I pull it up, and I don't want to stretch it or distort it. So I'm going to pull this off. These are self-adhesive, reusable silkscreen transfers. So where you see through, there really is a screen there. So they're not truly stencils like you think of stencils that are open. There's a screen there which allows us to get a lot more detail in our designs because we can attach the details to the screen. So I'm fuzzing this to pick up just a little bit of lint to ease up on some of that stickiness. And I'm going to center this on here. It's meant to just slightly hold it up to the air. It's slightly smaller than the surface. So you get the outline of the jar. To get the outline of the jar on the surface. And I'm holding it up because the light is coming through and I can see exactly where the screen is. And I can make sure it's centered. I think that should do it. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to, oops, chunky under there. Let me get rid of that. So I'm going to push this down so there's no air bubbles, because the air bubbles will allow the paste to escape and bleed, and I don't want that. So I'm pushing that down, making sure that adhesive is sticking and there's no air bubbles. And let me see, what is my color palette here? Okay, so I'm going to do Bloom and Grow in black. This is Chalkology paste, so it is chalk in paste form. It's a perfect consistency to work with these silk screens.
So what are you going to do, the outline in black?
No. I'm going to do the outline in this green. Okay. So, because this is the white one. The green is still on the back. Okay. So I take a little bit of my paste on my squeegee and I just drag it over that screen. I don't need to push hard. In fact, you don't want to push hard because you don't want to push it. You don't want to put so much pressure on it that the paste goes where you don't want it to. You want it to just filter through that screen and lay down on the surface. So I've got Bloom and Grow in black. And I'm going to need the black again, so I'm going to leave that out. I'm going to do a paste and peel. Our paste dries really quickly, and if it dries in that screen, when I pull it up, it will pull the paste up with the screen. I don't want that. I want it to adhere to the surface. So before that dries, I'm going to peel it up. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. And I'm going to just give it a quick dry.
I always wondered, when you're doing that, is it drying in the screen too? Or is that thing directional enough that it's not drying? You're just drying this on the board.
Drying this.
Air bottle.
It's okay if it kind of dries in the screen. You don't, I mean, that's not ideal. Because you need to clean it out. But I'm not blowing, this is pretty directional. It's not like it's blasting air everywhere. So I'm just going to make sure that is dry. I'm going to lay it back down. I'm not going to push down where I've already chalked. I'm just going to push down where I still need to chalk. And let's see, what's my colors? Okay, so I'm going to do the leaves in green. I'm going to do the outline of the jar in green. And I'm going to use papaya. It's a pretty orange. I'm going to use papaya for the flower. Ooh, kind of thick. You know what? I'm going to stop. Sometimes, I haven't used this probably since spring. Sometimes this stuff dries out a little bit, but it's not ruined. So what I'm going to do is I have distilled water in here. I'm going to spray just a bit of distilled water into here. And
Why is it important to use some distilled water?
I use distilled water because anything else can allow mold and bacteria to grow. And I don't want that in my paste. So if I use distilled water, there's nothing in distilled water to grow. There's no bad things. Okay. And I just kind of stir it up till I'm back to sour cream consistency. They used to always say yogurt consistency, but I never knew. Is it Greek yogurt? Is it Yoplait? I don't know. Okay, so I've thinned that out a little bit. And I'm going to get over my flour. And then quickly, because I'm going to pull that up, I'm going to use gold, shimmer gold, and I'm going to put that on these little dots. There's these little decorative dots here. Put that there. And then I'm going to peel it up again. Peel up this side, because again, I don't want that paste to dry in the screen. Because when I pull up the screen, it will pull up the paste. So I'm just drying it so that when I lay it back down, I don't smear it because it will be dry. It doesn't take long to dry it, and I'm going to lay that back down. And again, I'm not going to push where I just chalked. I'm only going to push where I need to chalk still. Okay, so all the rest of this is going to be my eucalyptus. So let me get another squeegee. And I'm going to start with these little leaves. And then I can go faster around here. There's little puppies. Paste. Oh, too much paste. Concentrating. So, I'm not going to ask if you're ready. We are having a wrap-a-thon tonight.
Our boys are probably north of Sacramento at this point. We're up to 5 right now. Hopefully they'll beat the weather that's coming through.
And I'm going to peel this up. I'm going to go kind of slow. So if I see a spot that needs a little attention, I can lay it right back down. Probably need to add a little water to my eucalyptus. Ooh, what do you think? Do I look like an artiste doing that?
All you need is a little beret.
No. I look like Aunt Etta. Okay, so I've got my transfer here, and I'm not ready to clean it yet, so I'm just going to spray it with water just to keep that paste wet. It'll be easier to clean.
That doesn't need to be distilled. It's just that
No,
what you have.
no, that's just what I have. That way I don't have to wonder, is that distilled? Anytime I'm using chalk stuff, I just use distilled water. So what do you think? Is that pretty? Well, it's green. Oh, turn it.
180.
It didn't used to be that way.
No, we.
Yeah, it is. It's so pretty. And like I said, you don't have to use these wooden cutouts, although this is great. I mean, they are thick enough that they will stand up by themselves, so you can display them on a shelf, on a table. And they're ready to go. You don't have to go find somebody with a saw that can cut them for you. But you could totally use these transfers on a shirt, on a bag, on a pot holder, on a dish towel. Okay, so I've got that dry. Okay, because I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to do this side next. And let me see what my colors are here. Okay, I'm going to do the Follow Your Heart. And again, I'm going to wax it, especially since I painted it. I'm going to make sure I put a nice layer of wax down so that this transfer doesn't pull up that paint, which it will do. Wipe it on, wax off. And how old did we say that movie was? 84. Older than my oldest son. Okay. Okay, so again, sticky. First time I've used it. So it's really sticky, so I'm fuzzing it, getting just a little layer of lint. You don't have to use this fancy towel. You can use any bath towel, preferably something clean, something that's not full of dog hair, which is hard to come by around our house. Or you could put it on your t-shirt, put it on your jeans. You just want to get a little bit of lint to kind of ease up on the stickiness. And again, we're going to put this down. I'm going to hold it up to the light to make sure it is centered on the wood. Okay, so I'm doing the outline in white. I'm doing the words in black. I'm just taking this from the catalog because I really liked that. I'm doing there's this little loop-de-loop tracks and the arrow that's going to be in gold, and I'm going to do the heart in raspberry sorbet. Okay, so what shall I start with? Let me start with the outside. I think that's all white. So white paste. And And that should show up. That should show up really well on that light green background. Now, you don't have to do it in this order. You can do whatever you want. You can start from the top and go down. You could do all one color. Whatever you feel like. You just want to make sure you're not taking too long because, again, the paste dries very quickly. Scrape off any excess, put it back in my jar. And I'm going to peel this up slowly. Make sure it's all laid down. Woohoo! Can you see that? Makes a nice outline. Oh, I guess I didn't need to pull it completely up, but that's okay. I didn't need to pull it. I meant to just pull it up, but that's okay. I can lay it back down. I'm going to dry it. Okay. And I can see right through here where that outline is, so I can get it right back in its place. And again, I'm not going to push down where I've already chalked. I'm only going to push down where I still need to. Okay, so I'm done with white. I'm going to put my lid on. Done with wax. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm done with papaya. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm done with eucalyptus. So I'm going to put this back in the jar because, again, remember I mixed it up with distilled water. And I'm not even going to stir it. It's just going to kind of soak in, and when I go to use it again, if it hasn't absorbed, then I'll give it a quick stir. Okay, so this I'm going to be using black, gold, and raspberry.
Hey, Ilana asked, have you ever tried blending the paste into each other? And is that even possible? She's trying to figure out a specific design
You mean
she has in mind.
Mix the colors? Do you mean mix the colors, or do you mean like ombre?
I think she's thinking about mixing it.
You definitely can. You just don't want to put it back in your jar because now it's a different color. You could put it in a different jar, but yes, you can mix and match your pastes. Mix them together to get different shades of different colors. If I wanted an even lighter green, I could have mixed some white with it. If I wanted a lighter pink, I could mix white with it. If I wanted darker, I could mix black. If I didn't have green, I could mix together yellow and blue. So yes, you can mix them. You want to store them separately. Okay, so I've got gold, and I'm going to, it's been a while since I've used this. I'm getting all my spring colors out. Where's a stir stick? Okay, so this needs a little bit of a stir.
That is, makes me want to go get some raspberry sherbet.
It's a pretty color, isn't that pretty?
Got orange
So I'm just gonna
sherbet.
dab that on there.
I might need to go to the store and get me some.
Well, you might have to just settle for orange, right?
Ken, go get me some raspberry sherbet. Okay, so Alana says not a mix, but more like an ombre.
Okay, yes,
you
you
keep their original color but fade into each other.
yes.
Yeah, in fact, we've demonstrated
We've done some. Maybe I'll do that on another project. But yes, you can do that. If you're really interested and you don't want to wait till I do a project, I can find somebody who's done who's done a live or a video and direct you to it so you can kind of see. So I'm peeling that up. And I will say the gold doesn't show up as much on this green, but that's okay. I could go over it if I wanted to, or I could just learn to be happy with it.
So Alana, if you will look up at the top there, the one that says good things
Oh, that's
are
right.
going to happen, that is an ombre that she did. We weren't really excited about the colors.
Yeah,
but
this was an ombre.
we were using their colors, and it was one of those things that we weren't excited about it. But that is an ombre, and we've done it before.
Okay, so the last part I'm going to do with black for the words. It's about time to open up a new container of black. The colors I use the most are black and white. So if you are just starting out and you want to get some of the larger jars and you're not sure what kind to get, I'd say start out with, make sure you have black and white. Those are your basics. Okay, and peel this up. I like it. You can kind of see that gold, but it's a little subtle in there. Spray that. So there's, turn it around. There is Follow Your Heart. And I turn it over, but I will smear it. So let me dry it really quick. Cute, cute, cute. Yes, and you could use any colors you wanted. Sky, so you could do it all one solid color. It would look perfectly fine. So I noticed that Patty went last night and made some notebooks, made some journals, I guess gifts for her granddaughters. So she posted those on the VIP page. So I love it when I see you guys posting your projects. And somebody else, now I can't remember who, somebody else sent me, somebody else submitted a picture of one of their projects that they made. You guys are doing amazing work. Looks beautiful. Okay. Beyond the fact that it's easy to do, it's easy to make yourself look good, but I can see they went above and beyond, and there's some talent beyond the supplies. So here is Follow Your Heart, and then on the other side, Bloom and Grow. Okay, so which is your favorite? Which side? You don't have to decide if it's yours. You can have them both. You don't have to do both sides, and you could use another transfer. I saw somebody today did the cutout, and she used the typewriter on it. It was really cute. So any of your A-size transfers would probably fit in there. So cute, cute, cute. Okay. It's an indecisive crowd. They like them both. I like them both too. I don't have to decide. I have them both. Okay, so let me clean up all my stuff. Let me set that to the side and let me clean my transfers. So if you're new, you can see how that's done. So I've got, thank you. Thank you for the stars. Okay, so to clean these, we just use water. It doesn't have to be distilled. That just happens to be what I have. And I'm just going to spray it. We don't use soap. I'm going to start with a paper towel, and I'm just going to clean up the bulk of the paste. Get that off of there and toss it. Same thing here. Now, some of these colors are very highly pigmented and they will stain the transfer, the fabric-y part of the transfer. That is fine and dandy. As long as you get the paste cleaned out of the screen, it doesn't matter if there's staining on the outside. Okay, so I've got the initial part of the chalk cleaned up. So I'm going to spray it again. And this time I'm going to use my board eraser, which is like a magic eraser, only there's no chemicals. And I'm going to finish cleaning the paste off of these. Okay, so I start on the top, and you can see there's still paste in the screen, but I'll get that when I turn it over. And I have a water bath over here. I'm just going to rinse out this board eraser. You can also take these, in fact, my preferred way is to clean them in the sink. I just kind of lay it up on a cutting board and I just run water over them and my board eraser and rinse it. And they clean up really well. Okay, and again, just water. If you don't have a board eraser, you can still clean your transfers with a soft sponge. But let me tell you, these board erasers do make a big difference. It's like something about it, the texture of that, I don't know if it's microfiber or whatever it is, it grabs onto that paste and pulls it out of that screen. The hair here, and the hair here. You would think I didn't have any hair on my head, as much hair as I'm losing. So cleaning out all that paste out of the screen, rinse again. And voila, all the paste is out of the screen. Flip it over one more time for good measure. Clean the front, clean the back. When I'm also cleaning the back, I'm making sure I get off any of that excess fuzz that we put on. Now we want it off. Now I'm going to let these air dry, sticky side up, and when they are completely dry, the sticky will return. Right now, they're wet, so they really aren't sticky. But when they dry, they will be sticky again. If they're not, you might need to clean them again. There might be something stuck on the surface. When they're dry, I'm going to take my backer sheet that I saved, and I'm going to take the shiny side, and I'm going to lay it down on top of the sticky side, and then press out any wrinkles and store it away till the next time. Again, you can get 10 to 12 uses out of these transfers, guaranteed by the company. Probably more than that if you take good care of them, clean them up right away. Don't let the paste sit for weeks on end. You can clean them out if you let the paste dry, but it's a lot more work. And who needs more work? Okay, so here is our project. Oh, you forgot to remind me. I wanted to. Oh, that's fine. I wanted to talk to you guys about trolls on our page. A couple of times in the past, and just recently, Alana let me know that every once in a while, this is a public page, so anybody can watch and anybody can comment. Most people behave themselves, but we did have someone, I don't know if it was a gentleman, he was using a gentleman's name, and he was kind of stalking some of the ladies. I noticed somebody else other than Alana also got some replies saying, not that your comments aren't wonderful, but it went something like, oh, I read your comments and they just impress me so much and I want you to be my friend. And you know better. Don't go to their link. Don't respond. Don't feed the trolls. And please let us know, because we can ban them so they can't come back on our page and do that. But we have to know. So if you get a notice that somebody responded to your message and it's one of those trolls, please let us know, because we want this to be a safe, comfortable place for everyone. So we will get rid of those. We will get rid of those people, but we have to know. So please let us know if that ever happens to you. Okay. Catch my breath. If you're interested in this project, the jar cutout and the jar, what is it called? Let me find out the actual name. It is Jar Cutouts Bloom. If you're interested in that, or any of the supplies that I used tonight, I think I even put this goodie in there. I don't know if I did the artist toolkit, but I created a cart link, and if you comment jar, it will take it. My bot will send you that link. You can go onto the website and you can see how much they are, see if it's something you're interested in ordering, and that will be just fine and dandy. So yes, they are adorable. And I like that I didn't have to make my husband cut them out.
I'm thinking
Although
that too.
he would probably make me do it. He would say, okay, here's the wood, here's the saw, here's your eye protection.
That's what you get for marrying a teacher.
Okay, so we are going to take a couple of days off because my boys are going to be here tomorrow, sometime in the morning, weather willing, Lord willing. So that will be exciting. And I don't know if I can talk them into coming on and doing a live. Our Christmas Eve, we have church service, so we won't be back till kind of late. So I don't know. We might pop on if I can get the kids to come on. We might just pop in to say hi. But other than that, we're probably going to take a couple days off, and we'll definitely be back by Monday. So keep an eye out for us. And again, we love it if you would love our page, follow our page, and SHARE, sprinkle it out so that other people get to see it. So we're not depending on Facebook to share it. We can do it ourselves. Anyway, I hope you like this project. I was also going to show you, just real quick, I don't think it needs it, but you could kind of dress it up with a bow. If you wanted to, you don't have to. Might not need it. I don't think it needs it. It's got enough detail, simple enough, but feel free to add bows, to add decorations. And if you make one of these, please send us a picture so we can admire it with you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Alana. We love doing this. I hope it shows. Well, I love doing it. He just loves me.
Don't you forget it.
And that's how it's supposed to be. But anyway, I love doing it. It is a business for us, but we just love doing it. I'm close again to my sales goal, but I want you to just have a very Merry Christmas, and I want you to dream of all the crafts that you can do after Christmas is over and you get your house emptied out and you can have time to craft again. So thanks again. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, everybody. We love you. And if we don't talk to you before, have a very Merry Christmas. And I think that's it. Did you have anything?
I don't have anything yet.
Okay. So let's see. How about I've got to pose.
And a fine job you're doing.